Hi first years, this is your 6th lesson on decimals and today we're going to focus on subtracting decimal numbers. So our first example here is how to use a number line to help you with subtraction this time. So we have here 9.2 subtract 1.9. So let's just decide on where we're going to place 9.2 first of all. If I make this over here 9. Okay, and this one here, 10. Starting at the right-hand side, because I've got to subtract, so I've got to go towards the left of the number line today. Yesterday, when we were adding, we went towards the right. So I'm just going to count downwards and insert some values here on the scale. Now, I'm going to place where 9.2 is. So here we have 9, the whole number, 9.1, 9.2, right? So there's 9.2. Now I have to subtract 1.9. So I can either subtract 2, then add on a tenth, or let's just exactly subtract 1.9 instead. So we're taking away, so we're going to be moving to the left of the number line. If I subtract 1 from 9.2, I'm going to end up at 8.2, which is here. Okay, so if I take off 1, I move to 8.2. I've still to take off 0.9 though, 9 tenths. Therefore, I'm going to move back 9 spaces on the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to work out where that's got me to. So if this is 7, we've got 7.1, 7.2, 7.3. Okay, so our final answer there using a number line was 7.3. Okay. In the next example, we want to use the column method this time to help us with subtraction. So I'm going to set this out with the largest number on top, so 205.3, subtract 19.27. So I need to put this underneath its correct place value. So I've got a 10, a unit, so in the tens column, the units column, and then I've got my tenths here and my hundredths. I'm going to have to place a 0 up above though, okay? Just so that everything lines up nicely. Right, then we can get on with the subtraction. So, first of all, 0 subtract 7. Well, we can't do that, so we borrow from the 3. 10 subtract 7 is 3. 2 subtract 2 is 0. I need to put in my decimal point here. 5 subtract 9. Well, we need to borrow from the next column, but we cannot borrow from a 0. We'll borrow from the 2, make that a 1. We'll then have 10 here, but we'll borrow from the 10, make that a 9. So then we have 15 subtract 9, which is 6. 9 subtract 1 is 8, and 1 subtract 0 is 1. So in the end there, we ended up with 186.03. I'm going to make that final answer clearer underneath the question. Okay. In the next example, we have 0.47, take away 0.088. The larger number is 0.47 here. As you can see in terms of its place value, we have 4 tenths but 0 tenths here. So I'm going to set this up. 0.47. Then we have 0.088. So I'm going to have to place a 0 above here. Okay, so 0 subtract 8. We'll have to borrow from the 7. That will become a 6. We've got 10 subtract 8, which is 2. 6 subtract 8. Let's borrow from the 4. Make that 16 subtract 8, which is 8. 3 subtract 0 is 3, and 0 subtract 0 is 0. So your final answer is 0.382. Make that a bit clearer here. 0.382. All right. So make sure you copy out the questions today, show your working either on the number line given in the booklet or in your jotter, show your column method in your jotter work. So it's pages 20, 21 and 22 that I would like you to complete today. And if you're unsure at all, please just ask us. Enjoy!